Hey guys, welcome to my review on the Count of Monte Cristo, authored by Alexandre Dumas. Alexandre Dumas was born in northern France in 1802 on the 24th of July. Dumas established himself as one of the most popular and prolific authors in France, known for plays and historical adventure novels such as The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. He died on December 5th, 1870. The Count of Monte Cristo was around 1,000 pages. The version of the Count of Monte Cristo I read was the Barnes & Noble's Classic Edition. This was the non-abridged version, and at the time I was reading this, I was actually unaware that there were even two different versions of this book. So after learning that, I quickly Googled which one I had and found out that I had the unabridged, which is about several hundred pages longer, and that the abridged version actually leaves out certain side stories such as the lesbians eloping. The best way to sum up The Count of Monte Cristo is that it's a story about revenge. The book is set in the early 19th century and is the story of Edmond Dante, who is framed as a conspiracy that unknowingly he was a part of to try and reinstate the great emperor Napoleon, who was currently exiled at the time. After being falsely accused, he is sent to prison, where he meets an abbé who gives him a lot of wisdom and a map to a lot of treasure. And Edmund uses these to get revenge on the three men who stole his youth. The three men each had very separate motives, each differing in severity, and I'm still trying to decide who was the worse. One was about love, the other about jealousy, and the man who sealed the deal didn't have any direct hatred toward Edmund like the other men, but did it directly out of ambition. He eventually escapes after 14 years of being locked away and starts his quest on revenge. Oh, and he changes his name to Monte Cristo. I would tell you why, but then I might as well be reading the book for you. My favorite part of this book would be the scene where the woman who the Count loved realized it was him, and when she told him she knew, the Count, who Dumas deliberately goes out of his way to state that he is almost emotionless and unshaken by any event, is very deeply affected by her exposing him, and him finally being able to let go of his secrecy even for a little bit. It is a very emotional scene. Another brilliant thing I love about this book is the importance Dumas puts on attaining knowledge and educating yourself. We see all throughout the book that Monte Cristo's wits and wisdom put him well above his adversaries. My least favorite part about the book is about 40 to 45% into it, where they're in the carnival at Rome and it just drags on. But nonetheless, I cannot stress how much the exposition in this part of the story is important, not even for the development of the story itself, but the character development of our friend Monte Cristo. The Count of Monte Cristo has to be in my top 10, maybe even top 5 books of all time. Personally, I love the writing style of Dumas, and his storytelling is beyond superb. But anyone could tell you that because The Count of Monte Cristo isn't only a highly recommended book, but also highly liked. If you have not read it already, I suggest you do. You'll be gripped, pulled, and invested, and those are great things to get out of a book. Learning does not make one learned. There are those who have knowledge and those who have understanding. The first requires memory, the second, philosophy. The Count of Monte Cristo. Thank you, guys.